This pond is filled with thousands of invasive species. There's been a lot more redfoot tortoises hatching. My sister rescued this little cat. If you guys have not seen the rescue video, she is just getting so big and oh my goodness. So now it is finally time to start removing these invasive critters from my pond. I don't know if you can see on camera, but there's a huge ball. Okay, right there. In my hand right now, there's gotta be just thousands of them. I mean, just look at that. Look at them all move right there. Oh my gosh, look at them, look at them. They're just all moving everywhere. This is crazy. What's up everyone, and welcome back to the channel. I hope all of you have had just an absolutely amazing day so far. Now for today's video, I am so excited to announce that my turtle eggs, the ones from probably, I don't know, about 4 to 5 videos ago, I showed you that my Indian spotted turtles laid eggs. Well, those eggs are just about to hatch. It's probably been right now around 40 days. Now typically with those turtles, it takes around 45 to anywhere to like 60 days, maybe even 40 days, but they have not hatched yet, but I am getting prepared for them to hatch. Now we're gonna have about 17 of these babies, and we actually have a nice little pond here outside that I'm going to put them in so they can start enjoying the awesome natural sunlight that we have here in Miami. Now I went over to the pond that my sister set up the other day, and okay, my tortoise is not there. That's good, because this pond that we're going to be putting them in is filled with thousands of invasive species. There's all kinds of little invasive critters. I'm not going to show you guys what exactly they are yet, but they are not good for the yard. They're not good for the dogs when they actually morph into something else, and they're going to get out of the pond and infest my backyard. So we are going to have to take care of that problem for my baby turtles, for my tortoises, and for all of the other animals here at the house. But before we actually hop into the video and I show you what invasive species are right there in that little pond, well, I've got a couple of updates I got to give all of you from around the house. And the very first update I want to give all of you is on the redfoot tortoises. So since the last time you guys watched, there's been a lot more redfoot tortoises hatching. We have right now in here, I believe we have 8. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, we have 10. We have more than 8. So we have all kinds of redfoots. Now there's so many different colors that we're working with here. This little guy right here has that classic redfoot look. So he's got that nice dark shell. You look at his head, he's got a nice orange head, and he's got some nice orange legs. But we have been hatching some that I like to call high contrast redfoot. Some people call them fancy redfoots, but they're a lot lighter. For example, let's get this guy right here. Look at this guy right here. Look how much orange is on his feet. I mean, just look at the two compared to each other. Look how much orange this one has, which he's still gorgeous. But look at this one. This other one just has so much more orange. So right now we're giving them a nice soak. All the baby tortoises here get soaked, you know, about every other day, just so they stay nice and hydrated. This one right here is also another beauty. Let's take a look at you. Look at this guy. I mean, he is just absolutely gorgeous. So this one is one of my favorites as well. And again, guys, most of these are going to be available for sale once I get some paperwork back in the mail. My website is up and running. You guys will have the opportunity to purchase these same baby redfoot tortoises that you guys are seeing right now. And we're also going to have these guys available as well. We have baby African spur-thigh tortoises right here, sulcatas. So obviously, before you guys think of purchasing any, you know, you want to do your research, because these are the 3rd largest tortoises in the world. They get pretty big and can become quite destructive of your yard. But if you guys are looking for a smaller tortoise, that's really cool. I definitely recommend redfoots, one of my absolute favorite tortoises. This little guy actually just came out of the egg. I don't want to bother him because he's drinking, but this one's got a really nice orange head right there. I mean, there is just so much diversity here. It is just hard to pick my favorite. This little guy right here is done drinking, so I want to show you him right now. He is just absolutely gorgeous. I mean, I honestly have not seen some prettier redfoots than these guys. I mean, they really are beautiful. I mean, just the amount of orange on his feet and the nice, gorgeous blonde shell that he has. I mean, you really cannot beat this tortoise. And now that all of you got an update on the little baby tortoises that have hatched here at the house, it's time to go inside and show you my sister's rescued kitten. And the next update I want to give all of you is on this little guy right here. I don't know if you guys remember. I kind of showed it a couple videos ago, but this is a little rescued cat that my sister is taking care of right here. Oh my gosh, this little cat right here is just getting to be just so friendly. My sister rescued this little cat. If you guys have not seen the rescue video, she is just getting so big, and she is so friendly. I'm honestly actually thinking of adopting her, because all she wants to do is just be up by your face to play. I mean, look at this little cat. I mean, this little cat right here is just absolutely adorable. Oh my goodness, hello, what is wrong? I'm actually really allergic to cats. I haven't taken allergy medicine, so I'm probably gonna have a bad allergy attack. Oh my gosh, look, Hazel's coming right now because she sees the little kitten on me. Little kitten, here, go play with Hazel. Hazel wants to play with the little kitten, but I don't think the kitten wants to play with her. This Hazel, she's kind of like the mom to like all the baby animals here that we rescue. Hazel, leave the little kitty alone. Kitty, where are you going? Come here. Come here, little kitty, come here. I mean, this cat right here is just absolutely adorable, and it's got some really cool colors. It's this kind of gray and white, real fluffy, and real cute. And now that all of you got to see a couple of updates from around the house, you got to see the baby tortoises, you got to see the little rescued kitten, it is finally time to go over to this little pond and remove the thousands of invasive species that are in this pond. Now, I want you guys to go right now, stop what you're doing, and before I actually show you what is inside of this pond, I want you to go comment down below what invasive species is in this pond. What could possibly be in this pond that there is thousands of them here? Well, go comment that down right now. But now I'm going to tell you what it is. We have thousands upon thousands of cane-toed tadpoles. This is what the cane-toads look like right here. The cane-toads are a terrible invasive species here in South Florida. And let me show you the little tadpoles right here. You can see that there's just thousands and thousands of them. Now the water's green, and you can kind of see me. Oh, hi there. Well, now you can see that there's just thousands of them here. Look, right on the rim right there. There is just thousands of these cane toads. Now, why are these cane toads bad? Well, the cane toads are normally from South America, but here in South Florida, we have invasive cane toads, we have invasive pythons, we have all kinds of invasive species. Now, these cane toads are particularly bad because they actually have a neurotoxin in their glands. This right here is what that looks like when they have that toxin exposed. It's this white goo that actually is very, very toxic, and a lot of dogs and cats here in South Florida fall victim to them every year and die because these cane toads are so toxic. So we definitely need to get rid of these invasive species. If they were native, I would transport them to another place, but because they are invasive, we have got to remove them. So right here up on the brick, this is the basking platform for the little turtle that my sister set up in here. Now I moved the turtle over here because these invasive tadpoles could possibly harm him. So I moved him back into that waterland tub right over there, that pond there, because we have got to deal with these tadpoles. Now, it just looks like there's a few, but when I mean there's thousands, I mean there is literally thousands of them in here. So now it is finally time to start removing these invasive critters from my pond. So we've got a net right here and we've got a bucket. Now to start this off, we're actually going to add a little bit of water in here so you guys can really see just how many tadpoles there are. So when I take this little bucket, I'm just going to take a little bit of water, just enough to go in there, and look, even with that little scoop of water, look how many I got. Look at all of these tadpoles. I mean, look, there's just hundreds of these invasive cane toads in here. And the reason why I know they're cane toads is that, well, I find cane toads in my backyard every night, so we've got to try to get rid of them. But now we're going to just start removing them. So I want you guys right now to comment below, how many of these invasive tadpoles do you think are in here? Well, just with one scoop of the net, look at that. One scoop just like that. Wait for it to filter out. There's a lot of algae in there. One scoop, and look how many we got. We just got an absolute ton of these tadpoles. Now we're just gonna put them in here. I want you guys to really see just how many there are. I mean, obviously it's a little bit dirty in there, but look, just in there right now, I mean, there has gotta be around 200 to 300 of these tadpoles. And look at my net, there's so many more. They're just literally everywhere. But we're gonna keep continuing to scoop these tadpoles out. We don't want them in here, and I mean, as innocent as these tadpoles look now, these guys right here, I mean, look at them moving on the water. Oh my gosh, what are they? As innocent as these tadpoles are, they have the potential to actually kill our dogs here in the yard when they get older. I mean, look, we have all of these tadpoles on my hand. Now we're just gonna put them right in here. I mean, oh my gosh, guys, look at this. I'm just gonna scoop more out onto my hand, just like this. Look at that. And watch in here when I release them. Watch how they swim away. Look at that. Watch as I put my hand in the water. Look how many are just swimming away. Look at that. This is absolutely insane. So we're gonna continue to just scoop around the pond. I'm gonna do a large scoop to just see how many of these tadpoles, once we scoop around a lot, how many we can get, because I mean, I really think that there's upwards of 2,000 to 3,000 of them inside of this pond. We're just gonna keep scooping just like this. And now that we've done a bunch of big scoops, I can already see them. Actually, let me pour them into my hand right here. Let's see how many we have. Oh my gosh, guys. Look at them all in my hand. There is literally thousands of these guys that are invading my pond. Look at it. We're just gonna pour them inside of the pond. I mean, just look. I mean, they're a little bit cute, but just because they're cute doesn't mean they're good. All right, we're gonna take one big scoop right now because I don't know if you can see on camera, but there's a huge ball. Okay, right there. Okay, there was a big ball of tadpoles. Look at that. Look how many were in that ball. Let me just pour them out onto my hand. Oh my goodness. This is crazy. I mean, I've never seen so many tadpoles in my life. We've been at this for probably about 5 minutes now, and we have probably over 1,000 tadpoles, and this right here is gonna be like one of the last scoops, because I am pretty sure that we have gotten most of them out. Now we're just gonna wait for this to drain right here, but once it drains, this is gonna be a mixture of algae and tadpoles. Look at these invasive critters. I mean, they're not really moving that much, but in my hand right now, there's gotta be just thousands of them. I mean, just look at that. Look at them all move right there. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a little cup on my hand. And I just wanna show you right now over the grass when I do this, how many there actually are. I mean, oh my gosh, look at them, look at them. They're just all moving everywhere. This is crazy. If we just start removing some of this algae, which is gonna be kind of hard, you can see just how many of them are swimming around on my hand. I mean, these creatures are just absolutely crazy. Now, if you look inside of the bucket right now, we're gonna put them in, but all the algae has kind of made its way to the middle. It's settled in the middle of the bucket, but if you look inside of the actual main part, you can see that there's just thousands and thousands of these invasive critters, and that's why invasive species are so bad. Once they're established, look, this was just one female toad that released thousands upon thousands of tadpoles. Oh my gosh, guys. All right, so if you look over there, I took the bucket right over there to dump the tadpoles, and I came back right here, and I think I found the mom. Look at that. This is in my tortoise's water dish. Look at it. There's a giant. Okay, we're gonna have to go in. We're gonna have to go in. The giant cane toad is in there. All right, there he is. We're gonna have to catch it. It's the mom cane toad. It's in here. My tortoises are in here. We've got the Lewisii hybrids, and the giant invasive cane toad is inside of their water. Look, he even made the water all nasty. Okay, let me just, 1, 2. I caught it. Okay, I caught it. This is the giant cane toad. Oh, he just peed on me. Oh. This right here, I believe, is the mom cane toad. I mean, look at this thing. So all of those invasive tadpoles, well, yeah, this is what they become. Giant invasive frogs, and this thing is just peeing on me. So if you look right here, it's not really doing it. Oh my gosh, he's just peeing everywhere. This thing is just going crazy. Right here, this spot right here, this is his glands. These glands right here actually secrete that neurotoxin that I was telling you about. This is so crazy. I didn't think I was gonna get to actually show you guys a big adult on camera. Now, if you guys watched, I mean, literally about a year ago, I actually trapped one of these cane toads in a trap. Now, unfortunately, since this is an invasive species, we are going to have to humanely euthanize this cane toad. I love frogs and I don't like to do it, but if one of my dogs were to actually bite this cane toad and it starts secreting that nasty white toxin, this toad right here could kill my dog. By state law, you actually do have to euthanize these guys when you find them. I mean, they are just some gnarly toads. This one has not started secreting any sort of toxin, but I just wanted to show you how crazy these cane toads are, and all those thousands and thousands of tadpoles you saw, well, this is exactly what they turn into. Look at this, guys. Right when I was taking this guy up to the front of my house, look at that. Right there, that is the neurotoxin. That white stuff that you see right there is a nasty toxin that's being secreted from the glands. If any dog or cat were to actually eat or lick this toad, they could actually die. If humans were to actually lick that toxin, it's extremely toxic and could possibly kill any pet that we have here at the house. And that, my friends, is going to end today's episode. I hope all of you guys did enjoy watching us here today, where we actually removed thousands of invasive species from my ponds. Now, again, these aren't invasive species. They are cane toad tadpoles. Very, very bad, guys. If you guys do not know about them, do a quick Google search on the invasive cane toads here in South Florida and how bad they are. Now, since they are an invasive species, and well, there's literally thousands of them, we are going to have to take those tadpoles and we're just basically going to pour them in the grass, because we can't let them survive, because they can become very bad, and hundreds of dogs a year here in South Florida actually die because of the invasive cane toads and the bad neurotoxins that they have. If you guys enjoyed today's video, please sure to go give it a thumbs up and go comment down below what you thought of today's crazy video. And guys, if you have not already and you enjoy the content and you are not subscribed already, you want to see more crazy pond videos, you want to see lions, tigers, monkeys, turtles, and tortoises, well, what are you waiting for? Go right down below, hit that subscribe button, and tap that little notification bell, and you will be notified whenever I post.